Hey guys, it's your boy Ethan. Got my Steam controller here, ready to unbox it. Let's see what's inside of it. Alright, so it's got the cool logo here. It's got kind of a weird box, kind of feels like a shoe box. I'm going to take this insert out. Just play all your games from your couch. Let me open this up. Let's see. Alright, and there we have it. Hope you guys can see that, but it comes in kind of a weird kind of cardboard type thing. I don't know. Take the controller out, and we have like a little dongle in here with some AA batteries. So I didn't do a whole lot of research with this thing before I bought it, because I just wanted to do it just for more the sake of Steam. So I'm not exactly sure how this thing works. So I guess it has its own. I wonder if I can buy more controllers and use the same dongle. You got a quick start guide. You got a product guide here. Other stuff do you have? Looks like... Oh, my phone went off. So it looks like you can also play wired. It has a bunch of wired controls here. So you can hook it up USB if you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself. And I guess, oh, you know what this is? This is a range extender. So in case your thing doesn't get, reach out all the way, you can extend the range on it. So you probably plug it in like that, and plug this in. Great, so I need another one of these cables as an Android user. Yeah, that's about it. Like, that's all that came in the box. It's pretty simple. Oh, I should probably put the batteries in. Oh, this is the weirdest thing on the back. Like, this is just a weird controller. It's got the buttons kind of, it's a little bit far from my hands. A little bit, not too bad. These both click, which is kind of weird. And you got the back, they got like 3 buttons on the back, which is insane. Insane. Look at all these buttons on the back. I don't even know. And supposedly to get the batteries out, you take this thing off. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, there's a little thing here. Click it. Wow, it pops out just like that. It's kind of weird. All right, let me put these batteries in. This is good stuff, right? And I guess you put them in here. This is a very interesting way to put batteries in. Slide them in. I don't want to break this thing. Okay, that one goes in like that, and this one goes in like that. Boom. And there we have it. I think. Yeah, fits in. So it's like it's so weird that it ejects like that. This is a weird controller. I mean, look at it. Look at how fat the bottoms are. I mean, it's very natural though to hold in a lot of ways, unless I come over here to these buttons and it feels a little bit ham-fisted in a lot of ways. Like they knew they had to get these in, but yeah. Anyway, that's the unboxing. So I'm going to show you a couple of the simple things you can do with this controller. So one thing that's neat is you can actually control basic functionality on your desktop. So you can go around, click the start menu, click, drag, open up window, do the thing. You can right click if you want using the shoulder buttons. Both of you can control shoulder buttons. Very simple, but you can't pull up an on-screen keyboard at all, which is kind of a big bummer, unfortunately. All the good stuff comes through Steam. All right. So all I could recognize is when I start up Steam. It says, here I have, use a controller. You should probably use big picture mode, which makes sense because, I'm supposedly playing on TV, which I am, for now anyway. So here we have it. It's a little bit different looking than what it used to be. It's a little bit cleaner for the most part. But the controls all kind of function the same way. So yeah, so you can jump into my library. You can't use most of the cool stuff on here. There's an interesting thing is that the keyboard on this thing, pretty cool looking. Let's see. Let's see, where's the search button? Is there a search button? Is there no search? Oh, X, duh, okay. Alright, so I can use both of these and hear that haptic feedback. Pretty neat, huh?
It kind of makes it feel like I can touch each of the controls. It's interesting. But I could type pretty well, so I could say like, let's look for red, right bumper, orchestra. Oh, we already found one. Oops, until I probably started spelling it wrong. I'm gonna do red orc because I bet that's spelled right. Let's start. All right, it found it. Cool. Check that out. Red Orchestra right there. The real reason anyone bought this was for people who wanted to play PC games on their TV. So I'm going to try a game called... Where is it? Prison Architect? Where are you? This is a little confusing, everything. Some neat stuff. You can configure your controller out of game if you want to. Set up launch options. Set update options. A lot of neat stuff. It's actually very fully fleshed out. Really nice looking interface now. Much more convenient. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the PlayStation interface, what Sony's doing there. All right. So this already, since I played this game before, it already selected a preset controller configuration, which I can go in later and also customize. But I already ran into a game that I had a problem playing. It's playable, but it's just not that good. And you know, whatever. This game, not a game to gather your friends on the couch and play. Although maybe they could. Maybe some person can hold the controller, but it's her story. Just trying to use... There's no way to pull up the keyboard, which really sucks. That's kind of the game's biggest downfall. The only way to pull up the keyboard is to hit the Steam button, go down a bit, hit open keyboard, and then you can type wherever you want. Keyboard's great. I really like it. The problem is there's just... it's just not conducted this game. I could not find in the options how to configure a controller in any way to just use that. You do get a lot of options though with the controller mapping. As you can see, you can put like style input, button pad, mouse, scroll wheel, joystick move, directional pad. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff. Like you can change almost everything, which is really neat. None of them is pull up the on-screen menu though, from what I can find. If I'm wrong, please comment below and show me how, because I would love to see that. Until people figure it out, it's very basic right now. Everyone has, like, this game only has, I showed you Prison Architect, which is a very popular game, but this game only has, like, two people have made bindings for it. It's very simple, but it's just kind of a bummer, because there's no way to really play this comfortably. I would just rather someone have a keyboard and play it, because if I'm going to have to go, I'm going to have to type in. Honestly, my first impressions of this thing, pretty positive for the most part. A few kinks worked out. A lot of stuff with the keyboard, I bet they can patch that in. It's going to get a lot better when people go out and actually figure out configurations and stuff like that. For now, though, it just seems like a pretty simple controller for people who want to play games on their couch, who just play games on their couch all day. It's not the best way to play it. The best way to play it is probably with the mouse and keyboard, but if you're hanging out with friends and you're maybe showing them a game you want to chill out on the couch, this is awesome, which I do fairly frequently. It works pretty well for that. It's not perfect by any means. There's a lot of weird things with the haptic feedback and stuff like that that's odd. Sometimes when I'm installing a game, it will just straight up not work. I can't click for some reason. We got some interesting little hiccups, but it's way better than just walking around with like a mouse and keyboard type thing solution when you're trying to play a game on the big screen. If you play games on your couch with your friends and you'll want to show them a cool simulator game, it's probably pretty good. Anyway, see ya.